These are dominoes. You will notice that on each side of a domino, you have a quantity of dots, and those dots are referred to as pips. One of the ways in which we can use the dominoes is to help us represent time. We can represent time on a digital clock and on an analog clock. Now, because when we're working with time, we're working up to 12, we are going to use dominoes from the 0 to 12 pip set. So I'm going to start with this domino, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to look at the left-hand side, and that's going to represent my hours. The right-hand side is going to represent my minutes. So that means I have 6 hours and I have 5 minutes. So it is 5 minutes past 6 o'clock. So I could write it this way digitally, and I could also show it on an analog clock. So my hour hand would go just shortly after the 6. My minute hand would point to the 1 because that's the 5 minutes past the hour. Now I could use a handy little activity sheet for this, and I've already started filling some of it in. So what I've done here is I've represented the pips that are on my domino, and I've started by putting in the hour hand shortly after the 6, and now I'm going to have my minute hand point to the 1, and then I can record it digitally. 5 minutes past 6. Let's try another one in which we have a 12 on one side. So here, the time that I've got is 8 minutes past 12, because this is 12 and this is 8. So I'm going to start by recording that here, and then I'm going to show it on the analog clock. So my hours are 12, so I'm going to go just shortly after the 12. My minutes are 8. So I'm going to draw a line for the minute hand that points to where 8 minutes would be. And then I could complete it by drawing in the pips for the domino. So here is one way in which we can use dominoes to represent time.